The NBA is buzzing with shocking news, and it's not what anyone expected. AJ Griffin, one of the league's brightest young stars, might be walking away from basketball. Yes, you heard that right. The young sensation, who many believed would become a cornerstone of the NBA's future, is reportedly considering stepping away from the game entirely. But why? Injuries? Burnout? Personal reasons? Whatever the cause, this news has left fans in disbelief, and today, we're uncovering the real story behind the rumors. Before we dig in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more NBA content. Let us know in the comments what you think. Is this the end of AJ Griffin's basketball career? Or is there more to the story than meets the eye? To understand the gravity of this news, we need to first take a look at AJ Griffin's journey to stardom. Griffin was born into a basketball family. His father, Adrian Griffin, had a solid career in the NBA before transitioning into coaching, and it was clear early on that AJ inherited his father's talent. But AJ was no ordinary prodigy. He had a unique mix of physical gifts and a deep understanding of the game that made him a standout even as a teenager. Griffin's high school career was nothing short of spectacular. He dominated at Archbishop Stepinac High School, where he was known for his incredible scoring ability, athleticism, and defensive prowess. College recruiters were lining up to sign him, and he eventually chose to play for Duke University, one of the most prestigious programs in the country. At Duke, he lived up to the hype, contributing immediately and playing a crucial role in the team's success. His combination of size, shooting ability, and basketball IQ made him a nightmare matchup for opposing teams. By the time the 2020 NBA draft rolled around, Griffin was a name that NBA scouts couldn't ignore. Selected by the Atlanta Hawks, he entered the league with high expectations, and he didn't disappoint. Griffin's rookie season was filled with highlights that showcased his potential as a future star. He quickly earned the trust of his coaches and teammates with his reliable shooting, his effort on defense, and his versatility. However, as Griffin's career progressed, injuries began to rear their ugly head. Knee issues in particular caused him to miss games, and while he always seemed to bounce back, fans couldn't help but wonder if these physical setbacks would have a lasting impact on his career. Despite his injury setbacks, Griffin's talent shone brightly on the court. He made an immediate impact for the Hawks, quickly establishing himself as one of the team's most reliable shooters. His ability to knock down three-pointers with deadly accuracy was a key part of the Hawks' offense. Griffin wasn't just a shooter, though he could put the ball on the floor, attack the rim, and finish through contact. His versatility made him a valuable asset in the modern NBA, where teams crave players who can do it all. Defensively, Griffin was no slouch either. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches with a solid frame, he was capable of guarding multiple positions, using his quick feet and basketball IQ to disrupt opposing offenses. His development on the defensive end of the floor made him even more valuable, as he could stay on the court in crucial late-game situations without being a liability. One of the most exciting aspects of Griffin's game was his ability to rise to the occasion in big moments. Whether it was hitting clutch shots or making key defensive plays, Griffin displayed a maturity and poise well beyond his years. He quickly became a fan favorite in Atlanta, and it wasn't long before people were predicting that he would be an all-star in the near future. As the seasons went on, Griffin continued to impress, putting together standout performances that showed his potential as a future face of the franchise. However, just as his career was gaining momentum, the rumors of his possible departure from the game began to surface. The NBA world was stunned when reports emerged that AJ Griffin was seriously considering stepping away from basketball. It's hard to wrap your head around it. Why would a young star with so much potential be thinking about walking away from the game? What could possibly be going on behind the scenes? One theory is that the toll of his injuries has caught up with him. While Griffin has shown resilience in bouncing back from various knee issues, injuries can have a lingering impact on both the body and the mind. Griffin has had to battle through rehab multiple times already in his young career, and that process can be draining, both physically and mentally. Could it be that Griffin is simply tired of the constant grind, of the uncertainty that comes with not knowing if his body will hold up over the long term? Another possible explanation is burnout. The life of an NBA player is demanding, especially for young stars like Griffin who have the weight of expectations on their shoulders. The pressure to perform night in and night out, to live up to the hype, and to constantly improve can take its toll on even the strongest athletes. Add to that the 24/7's media scrutiny and the demands of social media, and it's easy to see how a young player could start to feel overwhelmed. But could there be more to the story? Some reports suggest that Griffin might be dealing with personal issues that are influencing his decision. Whether it's family matters, a desire to pursue other interests, or something else entirely, it's clear that Griffin is at a crossroads in his career. The NBA world is left holding its breath, waiting to see what the young star decides. If AJ Griffin does indeed decide to step away from basketball, the implications will be felt far and wide. For Griffin, it would mean walking away from a sport that he's dedicated his life to, a sport that has brought him fame and fortune. But it would also mean leaving behind the possibility of becoming one of the NBA's all-time greats. Fans will forever wonder what could have been, how many all-star appearances, how many playoff runs, how many championships for the Atlanta Hawks. The loss of Griffin would be a major blow. The team has invested heavily in building around their young core, and Griffin is a key part of that plan. Without him, the Hawks would need to rethink their strategy and find a way to replace the scoring, defense, and leadership that he brings to the table. It wouldn't be easy. And then there's the NBA as a whole. Losing a player like Griffin at such a young age would be a stark reminder of the pressures and challenges that come with being a professional athlete. It would prompt a larger conversation about player wellness, both physical and mental, and the toll that the game can take on its stars. But let's not close the book on AJ Griffin just yet. If he does decide to step away, there's always the possibility that he could return. We've seen players in the past take time away from the game, only to come back stronger and more focused than ever. Michael Jordan, for example, famously stepped away from the NBA in the prime of his career, only to return and lead the Chicago Bulls to 3 more championships. Could Griffin follow a similar path? Only time will tell. In the meantime, fans can only speculate about what's next for the young star. If basketball isn't in his future, Griffin has plenty of options. Whether it's coaching, broadcasting, or pursuing a career outside of sports entirely, Griffin's intelligence and charisma would make him successful in whatever he chooses to do. So, is this the end of AJ Griffin's basketball journey? Or is it just a temporary pause in what could still be a Hall of Fame career? Only Griffin knows the answer. But one thing is for sure, his story is far from over. What do you think? Will AJ Griffin shock the world by stepping away from the game for good? Or will he bounce back stronger than ever? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more NBA content. We'll keep you posted on all the latest updates about AJ Griffin and the rest of the league. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.